Beautiful view. A bit icy, but we're up here at Rainbow. I'd never been to Rainbow before, and so it was a good opportunity to go there. It was pretty much concrete, icy.
I knew on that drive to Westport that we were pushed for time, and I was genuinely concerned that we were going to fail at the first hurdle.
We didn't think we were going to get our first surf in. We really didn't.
Well, we were hoping for 4:30, but we're looking more like about 5 to get a wriggle on, aren't we? An hour from here. Reports are saying, what, 2 to 3?
2 to 3.
Clean?
It could be enough over.
What are we doing standing here?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So good, we can't even made it.
It looks a bit spooky, but good. We've scored it. Offshore, little waves, perfect.
I'm stoked. Now I've just got to catch some.
Surf the summit, day one. Done and dusted.
I reckon we did a good job today because, you know, this was probably the worst forecast we've had, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, looking forward to over the next 3 days.
Yeah.
And we got offshore waves, not brilliant waves, but they're offshore, you know?
Yeah.
We got a surf, we got a good ski.
Yeah.
Well done, boss.
Yeah,
You're still in charge. I thought, Gus, you were going to be the performer of the day until you pulled out that old man's longboard at the end of the day.
Cheers.
Cheers, day one.
Goodbye.
Yep.
Goodbye, guys.
On to day 2.
Decided between the west and east coast, we thought that kayaks might have some waves.
We really did think that the swell was coming into Kaikoura, and we were pretty happy with ourselves.
Good day, guys.
Good day.
Cheers.
Kept checking the phone the whole time. Oh, look at it, it's just still good, still good, still good. And then they updated it and they just dropped it right down. I was like, what? You know, you can't do this to me, you know, it was supposed to be perfect. I'm wearing a hole in this thing by just going through all the websites here, trying to make the swell happen. But it's kind of dropping on us.
There was no swell coming, it had died down, and we were a day early. Morale just took a massive dive.
All of a sudden we started getting that sinking feeling, oh, we've made the wrong decision. Oh no, those guys are gonna get it good. We'll just have to wait and see what tomorrow brings.
So in the morning we went to check the surf, and yes, it was looking pretty bad. But we had to surf. And so the options were running through our mind. And then Alex pulled in his Christchurch contacts and got a mate at Mount Potts at the heli park. What do you know? A heli falls into our lap. And that's what you get when you take life as it comes.
There's full tide right now, so if we come back when it's low, it'll be good. But we've got a heli option down south, and there's a little bit of fresh snow here, and this is just the conundrum that we're faced with.
Yeah, we can kind of go for a little bit of a grovel and then get some heli skiing in the afternoon, which was pretty much an easy choice because who wants to turn in heli skiing? So we should surf now.
Yeah.
Heli this afternoon.
We actually decided to use what waves we had so that we could actually just move on.
Pleasant surprise when I opened the van this morning. Look, what I found in our ski boots. Santa's left beers in our stockings.
When we started day 2, we felt we had the upper hand on the other team because we knew that we got, I think, the better looking of the surfing conditions. There was an offshore breeze blowing. But when we went out to have a look at the swell, it was big, it was messy, it just didn't look like we could surf it.
It's a bit of a washing machine, isn't it?
It sort of seems like an endless sea of whitewater.
But it was so hard to leave the coast, knowing that if we got a surf in, it'd be a cruisy, easy day. We actually thought we should just get in the water, get wet on the west coast, knowing that we're going to have a surf on the east coast later on in the day and throw a mountain ski in between, and it was our own little version of the coast to coast. But we decided that it wasn't about that. It's about actually who can find the best surfing and who can find the best skiing conditions. So we decided against that. We were wasting time.
I'm a little bit scared of sea life, seals and sharks and stuff.
Whales, dolphins, seals, albatrosses, jellyfish.
I didn't want to get in the water that morning.
Oh, wet wetsuits, nice and cold.
I was being a big girl, and I wasn't really ashamed of it. It was a great time at Kaikoura. It was cold and we had the little local, Sam.
Got hold of Sam Dumfoy, which is an O'Neill surf team rider.
He was ripping it up, which is good. Take a bit of the heat off us. And you're right next to that main highway that goes on the coast. I was trying to get the trunks to hold, but they wouldn't. Yeah, it was quite special, actually. I didn't even think I'd get in the water at Kaikoura. Coming in, I would have looked like the most unco person in the world. It was quite scary. And I was doing the girly screams.
We did get a little surf in at Kaikoura, and it was clean and it was all right, you know. But we definitely got that sort of sinking feeling of, oh no, we've been duped. They've got us on this one. We've got about a 5-hour drive, something like that, 4.5-hour drive. So, yep, back in the cars and some tunes on and head down and drive.
The goal for that morning was to leave the west coast and ski at Broken River.
The Broken River debacle. It was a debacle. To start off with, we were all happy as Larry driving up this beautiful road. We actually had our personal cameras out taking photos. We were like, this is amazing.
We saw some magnificent scenery on that day too. Well, we got to Broken River a little bit behind schedule, but we were pretty happy, and it's a beautiful drive up there. But there had been about 2 centimetres of fresh snow, and then we decided to pull over and put chains on, and we had some snow socks, apparently, the high-tech version of chains.
I've never actually put these on before. They look pretty rude, but they might get us up, hopefully. Auto Sock Virgin. I mean, that's not a chain, is it? I don't think they're gonna work.
I'd describe them as shower caps for a wheel.
These are actually, if these work, they're a good
work,
invention.
I'm not a skeptic or anything, but
Right there.
how the hell is that going to help us get up the mountain? It's like we just put slicks on.
Oh, okay, go.
They disintegrated within 2 minutes, and we ended up in a ditch.
Waste of time. Yeah, waste of time. Hopeless.
And so this was using up valuable time when you were under time constraints already.
The things were shredded, so this was the start of the debacle. The bloody shower caps were shredded. We're lucky, like, we had the one van with proper chains. We all piled into that one van like sardines.
Then anyone who would have skied Broken River would understand that once you're in the car park, you've still got some time to get up the top. And I don't think Gus, who was our team leader at the time, might I add, realised that was going to soak up another hour of travel time. Everyone was shattered by the time they got to the tow ropes. Then he didn't realise he had 2 North Island rookies who'd never used nutcrackers before.
A little bit nervous about this thing, eh?
Might be a bit scary for the first couple of times, but honestly, it'll come really quickly and easily.
So that took up another half hour to 40 minutes before we even got off the first platform to get up the first run.
I nearly had it. It's a bit frustrating.